Hi everyone. So for this week, I decided to actually change what my topic was going to be. I found that it was a bit harder to kind of find fulfillment in what I was um, talking about last week for physical therapy and such and the human body. So for this week instead, I thought more about it and I went back to I instead thought about how one man kind of changed the world and politically and physically with his art by which is well that man would be Pablo Picasso. Um, and I found much more ease in talking about him since I had written a good bit of things about him in high school. So here is my roadmap, and then this is basically my outline essentially for how I did it, and then the 5 elements of my complex claim. So my main claim, which would have been would be Picasso's artistic evolution reveals how biography, technology, and politics intersect to shape modern art, showing that his work was not only static but continually responsive to the world around him. For evidence, with his early life and development, it shaped his foundation. And then he also co-founded Cubism with an innovation, he innovated it basically, allowing him being able to do that with photography and material experimentation. And then also with the creation of one of his masterpieces, Guernica, which was a political protest to the Spanish Civil War. And then his later works, which he continued experimenting on, which got mixed views politically and even spiritually. So for the stakes of it, it shows how art is a reflection of both personal and historical context. It also explains how Picasso's lasting influence on modern art and political expression happens, and it also helps us understand art as not just aesthetic, but essentially also commentary of life. And then alternate perspectives of Picasso himself could be like, some could see Picasso as a controversial, not universally praised person or artist. Some people could argue Cubism was much more philosophical than materialistic or technological. And then others might claim that Guernica's impact was overstated compared to other works by other artists for the Spanish Civil War. And so with Picasso, essentially this just shows his evolution of style as he went along. So basically, where it talks about like his Paris influences and Cubism innovation or co-creation. And then essentially just how I would have written it. So basically going through the different stages of his works in life. Then from my annotated bibliography, I want to include certain parts where I essentially where I summarize his early life and that's in its foundation, and then I can also quote some parts about it for like his innovation and creation of Cubism. Thank you.